Welcome back to Goldfries. This video is going to be a bit different. It's a sharing of what's it like to be using an AMD Ryzen system for the past 4 years. It has been exactly 4 years since I received the AMD Ryzen 7 1800X from AMD at AMD Ryzen Tech Day. Means I'm part of the first batch of users to use the Ryzen system even before its launch. And with that, let's dive into the details, and I hope this will, well, shed some light to you if you have no idea how is it like to be a Ryzen system user. I'm not talking about someone who uses it for like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. I'm talking about 4 years being the early adopters and been using the same exact system for 4 years. Now, back to what I wanted to share. It all started in January 2017 when I was in Taipei and I got a phone call from AMD asking whether I am interested to head over to San Francisco for this event. So I definitely jumped on the opportunity, and this is the email I received. Suffice to say, I'm delighted, I was excited, and it's been a while since I went to the US. It's a 16-hour trip. So the Ryzen Tech Day was something that I really look forward to. And imagine, it's been 4 years. Back then, we don't know how the Ryzen system will be. In fact, I've already built an Intel Core i7 5820K system for my video editing purpose. Back then, I was just, goldfries has been around for a while. It's just that I've just started to build my YouTube channel and I got the rig ready for more video work. However, and so basically I've been working, let's just say working with AMD since the FX and APU days. So naturally, I'm honored when they extend this goodness to me for the Ryzen stuff. And what happened to that Intel rig? Well, it was never used because after I got the Ryzen 7 1800X, it totally blew that rig away and I sold it off. And yes, this Ryzen rig has been with me since. Now, as for the Tech Day, I was glad I was one of them to be able to witness the launch, and I get to see popular faces as well. And definitely you'll know this guy. This is Linus, and yes, he was there. Linus, good to see you there. So yeah, and that's in this picture you see Dr. Lisa Su. She just finished her presentation. I did not want to trouble her, so I just took a candid shot just like that. And now, this part, this is me being so excited that night as I unboxed the gift from AMD. And believe it or not, I actually brought as many things I can. Knowing it's a hotel, they have a screen, so I actually brought a power supply along with keyboard, mouse, and whatever is needed to power on the system. After all, I got a feeling that I'm going to get a kit like this, so I might as well boot it up in the hotel room to make sure everything is in working condition, because it's a long way from home and I wouldn't want to reach home and discover it's not working. So yeah, this rig has been with me since, and it's been not just from being the one I use for my YouTube channel, which is this one obviously, but I also use it for my commercial photography work and even my commercial videography work. Well, sometimes I get tongue-tied on these kind of things, pardon me. So yeah, part of the system, the MSI X370 X Power Gaming Titanium, that's a board that came with it. They have different, I would say different media. We get the different boards. I got the MSI one. Back then, it wasn't that great of a board, expensive, and the value, so I actually did not review it. However, as the years pass, it's actually right now a very good board, considering it's actually supporting Matisse, which is a Ryzen 3rd generation processor. It comes with AMD provided RAM kit, which is Corsair Vengeance LPX 3000 MHz, and yeah, with the Noctua cooler, which is, I checked the video and I forgot to take note of the name, which is, well, you see on screen, this one, NHU20S or something like that. I need to put more detail in my work. Sometimes I actually lost track of what I need to take note of. Pardon me. So here's a view of my rig. It's not the best looking, but it works, okay? And I've just added another 2 sticks of RAM to pair with the Corsair, but they are both using Hynix chip to what I remember, and they work well. This is the team group memory, and yeah, I needed 32 gigs because 16 gig wasn't cutting it for my video editing. So now, I must admit that when AMD announced the Ryzen system, saying that they're going to support the multiple generations of processor across a single board or chipset, I wasn't impressed just yet because I want to see them pull through with their word. And as of now, great job AMD, you guys did what you said. So over the past 4 years, very little to no hiccups to what I remember. After all, if a rig is going to give me hiccup every time I do work, I will definitely change to something else, of which it hasn't. So it has been running for about 1,460 days, primarily used for video editing. And the only time I am not using it is when I'm at attending events, especially overseas like Computex, where I'll be gone for a whole week, or sometimes I'll go on, let's say, business trips and such. That's when I do not use the system. And it's kind of like the past 2 months as well, where I took a break from video publishing YouTube content. However, even at the background, I'm actually still doing some commercial videography work. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. And yes, speaking of events, I actually missed the AMD events. I was there in Bangkok, Thailand for their 2nd generation Ryzen media briefing, and I was in Seoul, South Korea for their 3rd generation Ryzen briefing. Unfortunately, 2020 is not the year for anything since we are grounded. However, still, you guys seen my review, I suppose. So yeah, that's all for now. Just my sharing, rambling, and whatever else. It's more like a testimony of what AMD has done. I don't know who else has been using their processor as long as I did. I'm claiming mine here. Put it this way, I dare say that this is probably the longest. I'm touching here. I'm referring to my rig, which is actually over there. I dare say that this is probably the longest serving Ryzen 7 1800X on Earth, unless someone from that event, the AMD Ryzen Tech Day event, it so happens to be using their processor the same duration and the way I did. If not, then yeah, pretty much I think I hold the crown. So alright, that's it for this video. I hope you like this sharing, and I hope you like this kind of content. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.